all of the 12s that went down there to be in attendance. I heard the 12s were representing. I heard there's a lot of homecoming going on down in Atlanta, but that's another topic in itself. But however, the Seahawks got it done. And let's see how they got it done. And I'm going to start off with Geno is elite. You heard what I said. Geno is elite. Geno Smith is the boyfriend that nobody in the family liked, but Geno ends up being better at life than all of them. That's right. That dude was slanging this game. He was elite, and he needs to be appreciated a lot more. That's from everybody. Me, you, everybody. Geno was very important. And let me be a little bit more specific. Geno was important because in that first half, people are going to argue with me. In the first half, I thought the Atlanta Falcons were more dominant than the Seahawks. However, the Falcons didn't make plays when they needed to. The Seahawks made plays when they needed to, which is the reason why the Seahawks led at halftime. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have a Kenneth Walker III, K9, on your team. It was his birthday. Was it the flu game? Was that the flu game for K9? Because he looked good out there. Oh, wheeling, dealing, rushing for a touchdown, amazing catch for a touchdown. He was nice. Now, before you go to sleep tonight, do me a favor. Can you give some love to Mike Jarrell? You know, the fourth string offensive tackle, right tackle for the Seahawks. I thought he looked pretty good. I thought he was fantastic out there. Matter of fact, show a little love to the offensive line. Huh? I get it. I know. Only when things are bad, but when things are good, don't want to show no love to the offensive line. Hey, Mike Jarrell. Woo! Bam! You look good out there, my boy.
He was the second highest graded offensive lineman on our team.
Mike Jarrell might have found a diamond in the rough. Next man up. By the way, got to give a shout out to one individual. Hey, Ryan Grubb. I like it because I did not like what I had been seeing. Ranked number 1 throwing the ball in the league, right? Ranked last running the ball in the league, right? 29th in run game in the league. I wasn't liking that. But you came in this game and you started running the ball. You established a run right away. So can we give credit to Ryan Grubb? Now, I don't know if I'm sure he ain't listening to yahoos like me. I'm sure he's probably not necessarily looking on social media, but everybody was saying it. Y'all was saying it. We got to run the ball. Y'all know B-Bang comes on the show all the time. What does he say? It's simple. The game of football is simple. Run the ball, stop the run. Run the ball, stop the run. Now, I know somebody might take to heart what I said about the Falcons being more dominant than the Seahawks in the first half. Let me tell you another reason why I said that. The Falcons rushed for 110 yards in the first half. 90 of those yards in the second quarter. Oh, they was doing what they wanted to. Now, shout out to the Seahawks because in the second half, right? In the second half, man, the Seahawks got it done. I think they only gave up 28 yards rushing. So somebody might say, well, wait a minute, G. The Falcons were playing from behind. It was 17-14 in the third quarter. It was still manageable and it was still close. No, what happened is you got to give love to the D-line. You got to give love to the defense. They did their job. So, we're going to get to the more of the defense. As a matter of fact, defense, woo-wee, I love y'all. Real quick, I gotta give my guy, producer Frank says something. Can we give love to John Schneider in the sneaky GM move of the week? My man was over there in Europe, flew across the pond, got traded from Jacksonville Jaguars, and he comes right here to Seattle. Roy Robinson Harris. Did y'all see number 98 out there? Sneaky little trade. Sneaky little, I see you, John Snyder. Way to go and dress that. And Byron Murphy II was back. Byron Murphy II was back. And guess what my producer Frank said? You know how Frank come with the stats? Did you know Byron Murphy II is 4-0? Byron Murphy II is 4-0. He don't lose football games. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad he's back. Back to, don't go, we're going to get to the defense. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about the defense because there was a lot of things that they were not doing that they did today. But I want to give a quick mention. I'm going to say something. John Schneider made the correct decision in hiring Mike McDonald over Raheem Morris. There's something about this game that stood out to me. Again, whether you agree with me or not, I think the Falcons were more dominant in the first half, but they were losing the game. I just don't think that they were as disciplined throughout the game. And to me, that's a coaching situation. Sorry. And you look at the Seahawks back against the wall, 10 a.m. game, out there, East Coast, traveled, trying to prevent 4 in a row. And that Seahawks team we saw out there did not panic, and they got there and got it done. John Schneider, salute. Mike McDonald is the right move. Now, as far as that defense is concerned, one of the things that Brandon Mebane and he and I have talked about on this show consistently is where the Seahawks ranked in the NFL when it comes to causing turnovers. They were towards the bottom. They were towards the bottom in being able to cause turnovers, and what they do today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I ain't gonna go crazy. It's 3. 3 takeaways. That's what I'm talking about, Boye Mafe. Strip fumble with the D Hall, 30-something yards to the house. And you know D Hall is from the A. So you know he had family all in attendance. He looked good out there. He got that. Then you saw the prosecutor, Julian Love, get an interception. Then you saw Kobe Bryant get an interception. I mean, the defense, well done. Here, look, I'm going to tell y'all something, defense. For real. I've been on y'all head. I've been on y'all head, defense. I ain't been liking what I've been seeing out there. A lot of folks say the reason why things were going great at first is because the teams you went against. And I'm going to say it again. No, the expectation is here. I don't care who you play against. And we needed to see it. And the Seahawks don't win this game unless you respond the way that you did in the second half. And defense, you did that. Give this defense their flowers. Give Mike McDonald the flowers. Leslie Frazier the flowers. This defense looked fantastic. Look, the defense did such a good job. Man, did y'all see at the end of the game? They put Michael Penix in there. Now, my boy, producer Frank, always talks about calling Kirk Cousins a statue. I don't care what nobody say. Kirk Cousins been kneeling and dealing all season long, and he got to get some Seahawks, man. Them Seahawks, that's what I'm talking about. The Seahawks force you to bring up the backup in the end. And what's going to happen with that, who knows? I think that the story of the game is Mike McDonald didn't panic. That's why he has that poker face. That's why he stays emotionless. You don't want people like me coaching the damn game. Why? Because I get all in my feelings. Some of y'all are the same way. You know what I'm talking about? But you see what kind of mood you in right now? You see what kind of mood I'm in right now? Oh, I'm happy, baby. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good Sunday night because them Seahawks, baby, got it going and got it rolling. That's why I like my man, producer Frank. This is why you get the good stuff here on the show. Go ahead and go tell your friends in the last 23 games, 10 a.m. games, the Seahawks 18-5. Come on. Come on. They know how to travel. Speaking of that, real quick, this is random, but I wanted to ask you a question. Have you all ever been in a situation where you like someone and then you go travel with them for the first time and then you realize, I don't like them no more because they don't travel well? You know what I mean? The Seahawks travel well, Frank. They travel well.
Well, and we own Mercedes-Benz. I think we're 8-4 when we play in Atlanta.
Come on, huh? Yeah. Peace up. A-Town is down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Oh, man. It has been a beautiful day. Happy birthday to Kenneth Walker III. That was fantastic. Brother Frank, check in. What you got for us, brother?
I just want to say I've been crushing my Seahawks picks. I'm 5-0-2. There was definitely a lot of nervousness coming into this game, and I just love the idea. Atlanta's a good team. This is the best win we've had all year, but we were facing a statue at quarterback that allows our elite pass rush when we're healthy to get there, and they have no pass rush of themselves. Geno had time. And they actually got to him a little bit. We definitely had some issues on the O-line at times, but he was able to step up, scramble, a lot of times move to his right, and then look for those tight ends. He did that a lot in the first half. I love that. What else was I going to say? I forgot. I'll have to find a stat for you. Give me a sec.
Now, I want to highlight again because, look, Mike Jarrell, I want to go back to the right tackle. Mike Jarrell looked good in training camp. Just being serious. He looked really good in training camp. Did I think that he would have a game like this? Especially when it first started, I didn't know. But man, Mike Jarrell did his job. So if there's any family members of Mike Jarrell, anybody, friends, family of his, the 12s, the Seahawks fans.
Did you see Kirk Cousins with the bloody nose? Our sacks hurt more than just yardage. But one thing I wanted to share, I forgot to share this.
What's that?
God, where is it? Sorry, hold on. Go back to you. Sorry, my computer's messing up.
Okay, all right. Again, gotta show them love. Now, I was trying to wait. Because we're rolling. I see some of my favorite people are in here on the stream right now. I was trying to wait, but we got to see what's happening with DK. DK did not finish the game. Look, DK, y'all, look, I know some of y'all say, well, he does this. DK is the most dominant wide receiver in the game, period, point blank. Period. He is the most dominant. You got a DK on your team, you can get busy. I thought the way he went against A.J. Terrell, I think he was just doing whatever he wanted to do against A.J. Matter of fact, most of the time, he does whatever he wants to do. Looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I tell you what would be really, really nice is the way they closed out that game. They finished up strong, and they had that continuation come here to Lumen Field because I don't know what's been going on the last two seasons. The last two seasons, I have not, you, same way. We have not liked the way the performance has been happening at Lumen Field. That used to be dominance at the crib, right? You used to have confidence. Home game, Seahawks come in town, get busy. That Seahawks team I just saw on the road, 10 a.m. games, 18-5, that's the boys I want to see. Draymond Jones, Frank, are you saying that Draymond Jones was this his game right here, Frank?
Yeah, I think this was probably the best game he's had in a Seahawks uniform. We'd have to ask Paul about his Denver career.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Munash Shava, I'm glad you brought that up. Did y'all see DK block A.J. Terrell there? Bro,
that was the coolest thing.
Bro, AJ, where are your, man, You got family, dog. I know you ain't gonna let DK just do you like that, dog. Come on, man. You gonna be watching film tomorrow, and you gonna get a minus. This dude held you like this, like you was a sucker, like you soft, like you not in the NFL. How would you let DK do you like that? How would you let him disrespect you like that in front of an entire stadium? Fam, listen, hear me out for a second. Unless you guys help me out, you guys might say, gee, you over the top here. Fine, I'm always over the top. But when's the last time you seen a DB get blocked like that? Huh? Have y'all seen that before? Look, y'all, I've been watching football for a long time. I ain't never seen nobody that disrespectful. He might as well have just done, That's crazy. Woo! This feels good.
And one thing I wanted to tell you, speaking about feeling good, I titled the video this, but I don't know if you know this. What was the last 20-point victory we've had?
Oh, Frank, the last 20-point victory the Seahawks had, let's see.
This is the first one this year.
Who?
Well, this was the first one this year, so you got to go back a year.
So we got to go back last season.
It was
put it in the thread, y'all. The last 20-point victory that the Seahawks had. It must have been the beginning of last season. Yeah, because we was flying high.
I'll give you a hint. It was up prime time.
Who was it?
It was the Giants.
Okay.
Smacked the Giants last year.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's what I like to see. Back to DK. It might just be a bruised knee. I hope that's what it is. I'm going to go ahead and claim that. I'm going to claim that, hey, it was just a nice little bruised knee, need a knee or something like that, and nothing wrong. We definitely got to keep DK on the fresh. Real quick, I got to throw this shot out because this is very important. As you all know, Tony Ventrella, long-time sports icon here in this area, especially with Seahawks media, one of the greatest to ever do it, the nicest man in the world, passed away. So my heart and condolences go out to the family of Tony Ventrella. He was an amazing, amazing dude. Before I got into this space and I was a car detailer, Tony Ventrella, every time I came to his house to clean his car, he was always such a loving man, even throughout the time that I knew him. The nicest dude in the world. A big salute to him. May you rest in peace. You were a great man, sir. Just wanted to get that out there, man, because Tony Ventrella was like, yo, like some of y'all growing up as kids. Come on now. Come on, Tony Ventrella, man, loved. So really, R.I.P. to Tony V. Really wanted to get that out there. What a great win. I can't say enough how great this is for the Seahawks to bounce back. How great this is for Mike McDonald to not panic. And that was the most important thing in all of this. There was no panic when it comes to well, at least it don't seem like it, because they went out there and they performed very well. So I loved seeing that. Frank, what else you want to go over today, man? I want to check these folks out. I see a lot of you guys showing up today. Appreciate y'all coming on the stream so we can just talk a little bit so you can get some of this, get some takeaway. But this right here, look, when y'all talk about it at the water cooler, y'all talk about it all week. Why did DK do him like that? Frank, what else you got, brother?
Well, we've been highlighting some unsung heroes in this game, and we can highlight a couple more. Josh Jobe stepped in and played great. I'm curious your thoughts on Kobe Bryant as safety.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, the secondary is kind of, it's kind of down right now. And one of the things that we know in the NFL, the National Football League, there is no excuses for injury. No team is like, oh, we lost because no. Every team has a situation when it comes to injury. in the case of the Seahawks, in the case of them, you had Reek Woolen is still out. Trey Brown right now is out. And you got to step up. You got to step up. And that's what we saw today. We saw the secondary, the back end, really step up. Man, I'm going to tell you, somebody just texted in, Mars texts in and says, it feels good to be 4-3. I ain't never been this damn happy to be 4-3. Oh my goodness. This is it's a good feeling 4-3 because as you all know, life is about momentum, right? Whether you play football, whether it's your work-life balance, things are momentum. The Seahawks can build off of this momentum. They can build off that second half. They can build off of being forced to really dig in and get it done. Because let's be honest. A 4-game losing streak, that would have been bad, y'all.
That's a month of losing.
Yeah. So now the Seahawks are closing in on what their identity is going to be this season. So I'll throw that out to the chat right now. What is the identity of this Seahawks team? I want you guys to throw it in the chat. Let's talk about it. So far, what is it that you say you can hang your hat on? This is the Seahawks identity. I'll start first. The Seahawks can only be successful when Geno Smith is really good. I don't think this team is ready and at the level of if Geno was average. If Geno was average, the Seahawks wouldn't be 4-3. It'd be worse than that.
100%.
Also, I like it when the Seahawks play fast. I like that. It just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels like they're in shape. It feels like Geno is more dialed in when they play fast because when they scored in the third quarter, it was moving. So I love that as well. I did love, and I hope we see more of it. I love how Grubb got the offense started with the run game today. He really made it a point. I loved the way they started. Now, I got to be honest, y'all. I was a little nervous. I was nervous in this game because in the first half, the Falcons, Bijan Robinson, the run game, they rushed for 110 yards in the first half, 90 in the second half. Now, I hope that's fixed because in the second half they fixed that. They only gave up 28 yards rushing in the second half. But man, I didn't like the way that first half started. I didn't like that because it felt deja vu all over again. Felt like the Niners, felt like the Giants, felt like the Patriots. And I don't want to see that. Felt like the Detroit Lions. Speaking of the Detroit Lions, boy, they kicked that field goal, 44-yarder at the end, right, to beat the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, I've declared I think arguably the Lions are the second best team in football behind the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm ready for an argument to say they're even better.
So would you have had the Lions number one if Aiden Hutchinson was healthy?
Probably.
Yeah.
That Aiden Hutchinson.
I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
They're still like a top 3 team.
Let's see what we got here. JT3 says tempo. Manaj Shava says grit. Mars says bend, don't break, and accountability. That's what the Seahawks did today, early on. The first half, the Seahawks were bend, don't break. And I love that one. Mars, good stuff. Let's see here.
I really like what Rockman Drums, shout out to you because you had Kenny McIntosh on your mind. We'll get to that later. But this is a team that thrives with the lead because we want to force the opposing quarterbacks to throw the ball, not run it. strike early on offense. But then luckily, too, Geno's been one of the most clutch quarterbacks. So if we are in a fourth quarter deficit, I also still feel confident. But I do think for an identity, it's striking early and striking hot.
Yeah. I absolutely love what Geno's doing. Geno has been great. And again, we're going to see what happens. You got the Buffalo Bills at home here in Lumen Field. Love the way the Seahawks close out the second half. Definitely going to need to see that defense do it again. Way to come through, defense. Because I've been hard. I've been tough on this Seahawks defense. You have been tough on this Seahawks defense. I mean, you know we have. I mean, you can't slice it no other way. We have been tough, and arguably so. And I think the defense would say, we deserve that, and they came through. So as much as we do a lot of, when you can criticize things when they're wrong, but make sure you give them flowers when things are right. Make sure you show love to Mike Jarrell. Make sure you show love to the offensive line. Make sure you show love to the defense, the secondary, the D-line, all of those things, man. You know, you gotta give folks their flowers. You can't always just chastise them all the time when things are rough.
And shout out to, when we were talking about Geno, as one-sided as the Falcons defense can be, that is an elite secondary. AJ Terrell's elite. Justin Simmons from Denver's elite. Jesse Bates is elite. He was throwing against all of them really effectively.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Here's a question for you guys. Frank asked a question, and he says, who's going to lead in sacks on this team? Who's going to be the first to 10 sacks on this team? Now, wait a minute. How many sacks did Boye Mafe have last season, Frank? I thought that.
I will pull it up. I think it's like 9 or 9.5.
Oh, he didn't get to 10?
No, but it was close. We haven't gotten to 10 since like 2018.
Wow. Boy, look, is Boye Mafe? Look, let's call it right now, because here's something. Here's something. Boye Mafe might end up playing so well that he gets to the Pro Bowl. Mafe, he low-key nice. I remember Boye Mafe when he was at the University of Minnesota. He was balling. But I think the Seahawks got them a boy right here. They got them a boy. You looked that up the last time a Seahawks had 10 sacks?
I'll grab that for you now.
Boye Mafe didn't have 10. He just had them. I think it was like 6 games or 7 games with a sack in the game. So he didn't get that.
Right now for our team, Mafe has 4 and Derek Hall has 5. So those are our leaders. Let me find the last 10 sack season.
Hey, raise your hand if last season Derek Hall out of Auburn, if you're like, oh, I don't know if he's gonna be like that. Would you out on him? Cause boy, look, like you guys are talking about, that duo of Derek Hall and Boye Mafe, I don't know that we thought that we were gonna get this. It's been special. And it's something that they can for sure build on. And what I like about it is that's the youth, right? That's the youngsters for the future right there. That's good stuff. Reminds me of how it used to be back in the day. You know, back in 12 and 13, you had a whole bunch of youngsters. You remember when all them Sherm and all them Cam and Earl and all them boys was just young, but they was balling. See, that's the key. When you get players drafted here and developed here, that's some good secret to the sauce right there. And man, by the way, big fella Derek Hall, I didn't know big Derek Hall could move like that, y'all. That big fella was moving. 36, 37 yards to the crib, stupid score. Whee! Beautiful. All right.
Well, before we switch off, I'll tell you right now. So it was 2018, and it was 2 guys. Frank Clark had 13 sacks.
Yeah.
And then we also had 10.5 out of Jaron Reed. we've had like 4 or 5 seasons since of 9.5, but haven't hit 10 yet since 2018.
Wow. All right. Let's take a break and let's get to, okay, no. Listen, what we usually do respect the fit and next to fit. And can I be transparent with y'all? I'm gonna be honest. Now, Frank has a list of respect the fit, next to fit, right? All the different clothes that they wearing.
I just do my homework. I
look,
just get ready.
When I opened up social media this morning and I saw DK in them pants, I retired respect the fit, next to fit. I was done with it. Now, because look, at this point, I don't care. I was not caring what you wear. I just want you to get that win. Wow. Look, what? Y'all. Now, look, y'all. Bruh, y'all know G. Scott loves dress. You know I like to dress. I know how to put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, when I saw it this morning, let me tell you, I feel better about it now. I feel great about it now. It looks good. Never seen anything like it. I like that. Oh, no doubt. But I'm going to tell you right now, if the Seahawks wouldn't have lost this game, I wouldn't have liked it. And I wanted to retire. I was tired of figuring out what Seahawk is wearing what, because the Seahawks, to me, I want you to wear some Army fatigues. I want you to wear all black. Matter of fact, y'all know what I'm talking about. I want you to wear black Air Force Ones. Now, y'all know when them folks wear black Air Force Ones, you know what time it is. You don't want to mess with nobody wearing no black Air Force Ones. You feel me? So
I'm disappointed his headphones didn't match this time. Thought maybe he'd have like stuffed bear headphones or something.
Yeah, the fit was nice. Let's go to DK. I'm not DK, Geno Smith. Geno Smith looked pretty good. Yeah, Geno Smith. Go ahead, zoom in. Got the Louis tie. You know what, man? Can I just say something, y'all? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that you can just have a regular black tie and just print LV on it, and that tie is $500-$600? That's crazy. But he looks good. He looks good. Who else you got for us, brother? You know what? That's Jay Reed and my man Byron Murphy II. Respect the fit. Look, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm just not a good ambassador of the game no more. I'm not a good ambassador of respect the fit, next to fit. Right now, I want to respect the win or next to loss. And right now, until further notice, I just want them to take care of things and get busy.
I like this photo because it looks like they're holding hands. Look at them. Almost. Not quite.
But hey, Byron Murphy II looks good. By the way, shout out Byron Murphy II. 4-0, baby. Big fella is 4-0. All right. You guys want to do top 5 teams?
I want one more thing before we do that, because we've talked about DK, and in my notes, I had it written down where I was like, this is why G says he's the best receiver in football. We talked about his game. We talked about his injury, unfortunately. We talked about his block. I didn't know JSN had that in him. Did you know he had that in him?
About blocking?
No, JSN's throw.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it was a more impressive catch than a throw, but that was an exciting play.
Yeah, it was a great play. And real quick, the DBs for Atlanta, they sniffed that out right away. So, yeah, shout out to JSN for the throw. Shout out to DK. Did you see how damn athletic he was? When you get a chance, go see that catch. This is what I'm saying. DK is incredible. He's the most dominant receiver in the game. And I know there's a lot of people that's talking about trade DK. Let me tell y'all something. There is no trade DK until y'all can figure out how to have somebody as dominant as that. Now, if y'all want to play JSN and start giving him all the targets, because they only threw the ball to JSN. I think he had 3 catches for 9 yards. So until further notice, DK can go nowhere because DK and that catch was phenomenal. As a matter of fact, the dude is just, you already know when DK's on that side of the field, the entire side of the defense has to respect it. And that's why I'm done with respect the fit next to fit until these Seahawks start winning again. I want to be respect the win or next to damn loss. Top 5. Top 5. Now you mean like top 5 teams in the NFL? What did you mean by top 5?
Yeah, I mean, because I think what we're learning about this year, unlike a couple of years in the past, is the NFC is really hard this year. The AFC, I think you can get a couple mediocre teams sneaking in the playoffs.
Hey,
that's not happening in the NFC. Every playoff team this year is going to be good.
Every playoff team in the NFC is going to be good.
There's
Great
going to be a
word,
good
Frank.
team or two that's going to miss it.
I'd say number 1 in the NFC, Detroit Lions. Number 2 in the NFC, Minnesota Vikings. You see what I'm saying? Oh no, they can play now. They nice. Also, I mean, I know they're the rival. It is what it is. But until further notice, the Niners ain't bad. The Niners are definitely in the top 5. Who also in the top 5? I don't know. Something about Philly just don't feel right.
But think of that division. Because Philly's not the best team in that division anymore.
No.
It's Washington.
No.
Washington's legit.
Yeah.
And their schedule's pretty easy. They're going to win that division, I think.
Are the Commanders first? Are the Commanders top 5 team?
To me in the conference, yes.
In the NFC? You guys giving? I ain't ready to crown them yet right there. I don't know about that. I don't really feel that. They don't feel right to put the Commanders. But then again, look, I'm not a Commanders organization fan. I did not think Jaden Daniels would be what he was. I felt sorry for Bobby going out to the Commanders. I just been all out. I also didn't think DQ would be the person. So look, I'm not necessarily a Commanders hater, but at the same time, I'm just not bought in on the Commanders. And it seems like, Frank, you are on a top 5 team in the NFC.
Really Jaden Daniels, he's in the MVP conversation right now with how he's playing the offense. It's not that sexy of an offense. Terry McLaurin, Brian Robinson, Zach Ertz is their tight end. We thought their defense was going to be abysmal. No, they're hanging in there. I'm really impressed with how they're stringing.
Where are the Seahawks at in the NFC, Frank? Where do you get the Seahawks? Are the Seahawks, if there's 3 tiers, for the Seahawks, I mean for the NFC West, division, top tier, mid tier, bottom tier. Where do the Seahawks line up at?
To me, they're either one of the best mid-tier teams or one of the worst top-tier teams in the conference. They're either the bottom of tier 1 or the top of tier 2. Because let's list off some teams, right? So here, I'll switch over here. So we got, as you mentioned, Detroit, Minnesota. Well, Seahawks would be 4th in the NFC North right now because the Bears are 4-2 and the Packers are 5-2. So 3 teams are going to the playoffs out of that division, it looks like. Then you got the Falcons, who we just beat in the Bucks. Then you have Washington and Philly. And then you have ourselves in San Francisco. And then I kind of cut it out there as like your true playoff teams because I'm not looking at Dallas.
I'll answer that. I think the Seahawks are the top of the mid-tier. Is that fair?
Well, remember, I apologize. I don't remember who commented, but someone said, "Are we the best bad team or the worst good team?" It's a similar situation as that.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the Seahawks there. Now, come on home, beat the Buffalo Bills, and now we cooking. Now we're starting to cook with some good, fresh, hot grease. You come home, you take care of the Bills. The next game, you take care of the Rams, go on a bye week, and now you're gearing up on the road down to the Niners, right? Now we cooking with grease, y'all. This is what's needed. Now, I want y'all to do me a favor, because this past week, y'all, it's been a lot of hot takes. What's been the craziest hot take that you have seen on social media this week in regards to the Seahawks? I'll tell you what's a hot take that I saw. Someone said fire Mike McDonald. Now look here. I get as emotional as all of you. But can we not go crazy? Can we not get ridiculous with these things? Fire Mike McDonald? Was it that serious? By the way, speaking of Mike McDonald, scale of 1 to 10, right now, wait a minute, what would you give Mike McDonald as a head coach? Scale of 1 to 10. Frank, I'll start off with you.
Oh, I'd say a 7. We have a winning record through 7 weeks. I would say my big hesitancy is he's a defensive-minded guy, and for a stretch there, we had arguably the worst defense, giving up nearly 36 points a game. Now, there's excuses for that. We played 3 games in 11 days, blah, blah, blah. So for that, I'd say 7, but it's a tough division still. We've played tough teams. Remember, we played Detroit, we've played San Francisco, we've played tough teams. 4-3, I'll give 7. Yeah. I like Mike McDonald, though.
I'd say 7. And I'm saying 7 because for the same reason that I'm telling you that I think the identity of this team is right now. The identity is that this team, for sure, it goes through Geno Smith. Now, of course, quarterbacks are always important, but sometimes quarterbacks can be average, right? And the team can still do well. I've seen a lot of average quarterbacks do well, in those situations. But Geno Smith has been elite. I mean, really elite. And Mebane was on last week, and Mebane said it. He thinks that Geno Smith is one of the top quarterbacks in the game if you make sure he's protected and he's allowed to get in rhythm. So much so, he thinks he's dang near the top. Veteran, gets it, very good, very accurate throws. I love that.
And I'm going to segue into my hot take that is frustrating. Cat Stokes has been talking about it. Shout out Cat. Stop with the Sam Howell stuff. It's not happening. It's ridiculous. He's a year 2 player. He led the league in sacks taken and turnovers. I don't hate him as a prospect. I don't hate him as a future football player. He's not a starting quarterback for this team this year. Geno is worlds better than him. Sam Howell could not survive playing football behind this offensive line. Geno Smith doesn't turn over the ball as much and has one of the quickest release times for a pass. That's what you need to be successful behind this O-line. Sam Howell doesn't have that. Sam Howell can learn, he can practice, he can train, he can get there. It's not happening this year. Shut up about it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
I want to ask you guys about some tailgate food here in a second, but before I do, Mike Jarrell to start of the rest of the year at right tackle. Yeah. I said it. Mike Jarrell, the starting right tackle rest of the year. Put him in there. Just found a new tackle. Just found him. He's here. I like the way he did today. I like how he's on the road. First career start. He got it done. Look, Mike Jarrell and all your people, I'm on the Mike Jarrell bandwagon right now. I am on the Express. Are y'all coming on with me? Are y'all ready to jump on with me? You heard what I said? Starter. Put it in there. He's no longer fourth string. He's a first string. He's starter right now.
Fourth string is so disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
This game. That's so, God.
Disrespectful, but it is what it is. Next man up. There he is. Mike Jarrell. Call it. Ding!
And also, shout out Connor Williams. He had his highest graded game according to Pro Football Focus. He was a trade we got late in the offseason. He had one of his best games.
Yeah. Here's one. I want to talk about, this is a good food conversation. Tailgate food. I went down to, as you guys know, I go a lot of college football, a lot of tailgate. Seahawks pregame, you guys know you did tailgate. Put it in the comments. What is the best tailgate food? Because I do believe that there are food that's out of bounds for tailgate, right? What do I mean by that? Prime rib, out of bounds for tailgate. You know what I mean? Like I just don't, I don't think that's good. Here's another one that I've been seeing. Tacos, out of bounds. Tacos out of bounds. First of all, how you gonna eat some damn tacos and you know you got a whole game to watch? Come on now. Y'all chill with these tacos at these tailgates. Nah, I think that's out of bounds. Now, what's this? My man Tripp says baby back ribs, out of bounds. Out of bounds. The number one food for tailgate, let's be real. Wings, baby. Come on now. You can't go wrong with some wings. Some wings. See, tailgate food is, y'all be trying to do too much. Wings, pizza, you see what I'm saying? Hey, if you can, hamburgers, hot dogs. Y'all try to do too much. Y'all be trying to be too fancy. And by the way, I better not bring no damn kale salad for no tailgate. That's out of bounds. Kale salads, fruit salads. By the way, how y'all be doing all them some of y'all be doing them wild jellos and stuff like that, and fruit salads and raisins in the potato salads, all that. Frank, what's your tailgate food?
First off, you need to be more specific about wings. Bone-in, boneless, flavors you like.
Cat Stokes. You ask me, bone-in or boneless wings? Y'all, boneless wings is nothing but some damn chicken nuggets. That's processed. That's not real food. What are we talking about? It's only, you got to have a bone in there. It's better flavor and it's healthier. Y'all kill me with these boneless wings. That ain't nothing but some damn chicken nuggets. And you know what that is? That's processed. I ain't never seen a chicken without some bone.
All right, someone commented, I really want your thoughts on breakfast. Some guy's talking about pancakes, bacon, and eggs.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
That sounds pretty good, I'll be honest.
Hawks fan? Yes. I like that. I like that. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, them early games. I like that. That's good tailgate food. That's good tailgate food. French toast. You know what I'm saying? Where it's already made, just kind of go put it on there. I like that. I like that. Now, G's says all the flats. I do like the flats on some wings. But yeah, no question about it. I do like some flats. Anyway, just had to get that out of the way. But look, we don't want to go too long today. I just wanted to just talk about how good it is to be back, right? As Seahawks fans, you all know, I don't know what it is. Look, first of all, Frank, being a sports fan sucks most of the time. Being a football fan sucks even more. And what do I mean by sucks? Not necessarily saying that you're losing, your team's losing all the time. It's just that when your team does lose, it hurts so damn bad. Now, for all of you all that are able for your team to lose and you go on about your business the next day, good for you. I wish I had that power. I don't. I care too damn much when they lose. So, again, it's been nice having this win. Oh, Trip asked me, waffles or pancakes on 10 a.m. games? Pancakes. So let me tell y'all what happened. I burnt out on waffles, y'all. I don't know, like the whole chicken and waffles phrase, and waffle this and waffle that. For the last 10, 15 years, I've been eating the waffles ain't been doing it for me. Pancakes. Now, I noticed something in my lifetime about pancakes. Have you all noticed that in your family, there's probably only one, maybe one person in your family that can make really good homemade pancakes? Most people can't make good pancakes. Most of the time, you can't. In my family, it was only one. I'm talking about them down home good pancakes. I'm talking about the real good ones. Most people can't make them. Matter of fact, most people can't make good scrambled eggs. Most people, your stuff, your eggs not fluffy. You're not getting a nice little stir. You don't put the different little creams of butter. Look, I'm not a great scrambled eggs maker. But shout out to the people that can get them eggs fluffy. You know what I'm talking about. If you got, now there's more people in your family that can make some scrambled eggs. But the pancakes, oh yeah. Who is this? Autonomous? The crispy edges on pancakes. Yo, when I get them crispy edges on them pancakes, Frank, do you like the crispy edges on pancakes, bro?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't see that a lot. You think that's kind of a thing you get a lot at breakfast joints, but
they can't do it. They can't do it at breakfast places. Here's the truth. I think most people don't like the crispy edges on pancakes. Now I'm gonna take a chance on something. I need to ask. Frank, does your delegation like the crispy edges?
It's a really good question.
I'm just asking y'all because I'm just telling you.
Majority no.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'll say it's not talked about.
And with the black culture, we love them crispy edges, y'all. Them crispy edges is the truth.
Why are you out on waffles? That's all crisp.
Because you know why I'm out on waffles? Because you can't get the old waffle irons back in the day. Everything these big old thick waffles, and I'm always thirsty afterwards. I mean, come on now. Nobody can perfect the thin waffles because we don't get the thin waffle makers anymore. You getting those big old thick Belgian waffles? I don't like it. But
yeah, you're right. They're all Belgian now. But
much. I gotta get. Yeah, you're right, Hawks fan. You do got me on this pancake trip. Matter of fact, hold on. I might go get me some tonight. Now, which one of y'all? Now, answer my question. Do y'all got anybody in your family that can make some good pancakes? I'm talking about that one person that you say, yep, this person makes the best homemade pancakes. And you gotta put the vanilla extract in there, right? You gotta do that. You gotta put that in there. JT3 says Snoqualmie pancake mix. Hawks fan says lots of butter at just above medium will make a golden brown pancake with crispy edges. Hawks fan, you sound like you know what you're doing, fam. You sound like you know what you're doing. All right. Frank, how long we been going, bro? Oh, we've been going almost an hour.
Yeah, we're closing in on an hour. What's the weirdest tailgate food you've had?
Uh,
Maybe something that actually worked. Mine, I want to just shout out. I wrote in my notes was I've had it once. Jambalaya. It worked. I was into it.
Yeah, I've had some jambalaya.
Like
before.
on a cloudy day, it works kind of in Seattle. Yeah, it was
No,
nice.
no. As a matter of fact, okay, wait. I think that there's a difference between tailgate food outside
Yeah, yeah.
and tailgate food at someone's house,
Okay.
right? Because the jambalaya, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what my wife made one time for a Seahawks game last season. We got to do it again this season. How many of y'all know about that Loco Moco? You ain't, Frank, you ain't never had Loco Moco, bro?
I don't think so.
Man, tap it in the chat right now. If you had some of that Loco Moco, woo! I'm not joking, y'all. You know, my wife, her family is from Hawaii and all that. Hey, she makes a mean Loco Moco, and I'm talking about it is really good. Matter of fact, I'd say that was probably, of all the get-togethers that I've had at the house, that was the success. People were super excited. And there's some people right now that's asking, that's coming in. Now, Frank, I think that's your delegation. Don't know about the Loco Moco. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, right there, ooh-wee. Nah, 67 Malibu girl. Sometimes some people can make it. That Loco Moco be fire. All right. Hey.
Last thing.
Okay, what you got?
Before we round out.
Yeah.
I don't have a list. You don't have a list. I just want to ask you if you can come up with something. Who have been the 5 best Seahawks through 7 games?
Oh.
I don't have any prep. You don't have any prep. Let's just off the head, 7 games. In chat, please join in.
In chat, who have been the top 5 Seahawks this season? Okay. Geno, check.
Yes.
DK Metcalf, check. Boye Mafe, check.
Yes.
Hold on. Julian Love. Prosecutor on there? Number 4?
I think so for me. He struggled against San Francisco, but other than that, like Geno did too, and other than that, they've been great.
4. Number 5 would be some of y'all got the Godfather Lockett in there.
Some of the guys you have to think about.
I
guys who have missed some time
I gotta go with the obvious.
Okay.
I gotta go K9. So there's my list. There's my list right there.
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
I got Geno, DK, Boye, Julian Love, K9. Boom.
I think we're similar. I think I swapped out DK with Reek. I think Reek's been really good for us, and I know he's missed some time. I hope we get him next week against Buffalo because we're facing Josh Allen and we're facing Amari Cooper.
You know what? I want to change mine. I'm gonna take K9 out.
Okay.
I'm gonna take K9 out and put Reek in there. You're right. I'm penalizing Reek for missing these last games, and Reek has been stellar. I would say yes. As far as top 5, these 5 players are if we plan for the Seahawks to go deep into the playoffs, we need these 5 players who I believe right now are balling the most. These 5 players right there: Geno, DK, Boye Mafe, Julian Love, and Reek.
And we probably don't want a rookie joining that list, but if Byron Murphy is 6-0 by our bye,
right,
he might crack. It.
Hey, Trip. Look, okay, Geno's dropped a couple balls. DK, he's dropped a couple balls. He's had a fumble, and he's still the most dominant receiver in the game. Come on now. Come on, Trip. You tripping. You can't get on DK that much. Now, ain't nobody perfect, but you know he has been incredible.
I mean, he had nearly 100 yards, and he's fourth in receiving coming into this weekend. So we'll see where he stands after this.
Right. All right, y'all. Hey, have a great week. Have a great rest of your day. Is there anything, give me one thing that you're looking forward to this week? Put it in the chat. I would love to talk about it. Frank, what's one thing you're looking forward to this week?
You already know. I want to hear from Mebane. That's my guy. He's been so on it, and I'm not even just trying to be a homer. The things he's said, we've talked about it off camera. All of a sudden, 4 days or a week or 2 weeks, what he said, we see it from the Seahawks facility. It's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
That guy knows his football.
Mebane does know his football. And look, I hope you guys get a chance every week when he comes on and he gets to join. Mebane really be, I mean, you're talking about 13 seasons in the game. You're talking about somebody who has played on arguably the greatest defense of all time. You're talking about somebody who was really underrated, ones that people know about. So I'm with Otto here and says, I'm looking forward to finding out that DK is healthy. That's what I'm doing. All right, y'all. Hey, man, it was fun. I always appreciate all of you, man. Seriously, it's been real. We're going to be continuing to do this. We're going to keep this thing going. We got the Buffalo Bills coming to Lumen this Sunday. And as you all know, we have the next podcast will jump out. It comes out on Tuesday, and the next one after that on Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, and then back to the live stream on Sunday. Hey, have a great rest of your Sunday. Appreciate you for rocking with us. Love you for that. And as always, be kind.